Hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator, and today we have some hay. Okay, we're just gonna pause the video here for a second. So in the next few seconds you're gonna notice a change in audio. That is because my microphone cable came loose, or at least it jarred during the recording. I must have hit it or something, and so the audio itself of my voice got distorted. So I tried to fix it as much as I could. You will notice a significant change. There's a little bit of a pop. I tried to minimize it as much as I can. Shouldn't be a big deal. And then I had to boost the volume because it was only like running 30% of what it normally does. So yeah, it was pretty quiet and I could barely hear it, and I got afraid that I lost the whole episode. So long story short, apologize for the kind of distorted for the rest of the video. It's not awful, but obviously it's not as good as it could be. So enjoy the video. Yes, we are taking about 23,000 pounds of hay from here in Twin Falls where we left off, and we are heading over to Boise, the capital city. And yeah, we're going to in Idaho, and it's going to be a nice journey. It's not too long, but it's kind of raining right now, but we've still got some sun, so hopefully it's not going to storm and it too hard, and it's just going to kind of stay a light drizzle. And yeah, I don't believe we've actually done a delivery with hay before, and we're at the I believe it's Sunset Farms, and there is a viewpoint feature over there, but we may check it out, may not. It's just hover around this farm, which interesting in itself. But if you want to check out the video where I showed off all the cinematics, you can go to the epic cinematic video, which is up in the card above. That shows off all the different cinematics that it gives from in the game, and a few extra just because. So without further ado, let's get going. So I hope everyone is doing well. I certainly am. Just enjoying doing some trucking. Why aren't I moving? Oh, that's why. Truck's not on. Oh my this is gonna be a great start. Look, so you can't go in this front entrance over there, but I'm gonna go out the side entrance here because I came in the front or side. There's two ways to go in and out. That's the best way to say it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna go out this way. But yeah, if you wanted, or the viewpoint feature there is just kind of giving a view around this whole farm. So I mean, you can check out that video if you want to see it. I'm just going to keep moving on so we can see some of the other scenery and stuff, and I've shown enough with the viewpoint features and stuff like that, that we're just going to keep moseying on here because it is just a farm. So yeah, we're just going to do that. It's been pretty quiet weeks here since Idaho has come out, and not much news, so it's been pretty quiet after that whole big run-up. It's kind of nice to have a second just not to be always checking the blog site. I do check it regularly though. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? I was going left. Let's try that again. We're gonna backing up the wrong way. Or not backing up the wrong way, but just going the wrong way. I'm still in reverse. This is great. Wait for the bus, and now let's actually go. And I'm in neutral. How did I get neutral? No idea. Let's go. Hopefully don't clip anyone. Perfect. So yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Kind of nice just not to have to be always on my toes, keeping an eye on the blog site. But nevertheless, it's going to be nice when some more news about Colorado and possibly other things come out, because, I mean, we always like new things, especially when it comes to American Truck Simulator. I also hope that you guys enjoyed Wednesday's City Skylines episode. If you haven't checked that out already, it's going to be in the card above, just like the cinematic trailer. It was really great. We got lots of cool buildings done, or lots of building done, and we put down a few key things that will really help grow Prime Harbor, so you can check that one out if you would like to. Other than that, it's pretty just nice quiet times here on the channel. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. The 100 sub special, I am hoping, is going to be coming very soon. Despite all the issues I've had with the save corrupting, because of course with my luck that's what would happen, right? Save corrupting, what I thought was a produced version turn out not to be rendered properly, and there were glitches and audio desyncage and all this stuff that I can produce all these videos and not happen in one big file or one big project like that I spend a lot of time on, and it does something weird. Not sure why. I guess it's just my luck at the draw, but hopefully it will be coming soon. But I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you guys have shown the channel. Obviously, whether it's the subscribers that you can see, or even what I see is the watch time and the viewership overall. I can't thank you guys enough. It's very cool because Prime Simulation now isn't. It's like the prime timers. The prime timer community is growing significantly, and I am speeding, but oh well. It's growing significantly, and I can't thank you. It's actually been like that for quite a while, so if you want shout out, if you feel comfortable, obviously you don't have to, but if you want, give shout out like I've had hey from Germany, I've had hey from like Netherlands and all this. I've got heys from India, and I've got heys from South America, different respective countries down there, and it is unreal. Now, which lane do I have to be in? Probably this one. Yeah, we're gonna be in this lane. I've got lots of shoutouts from a whole whack of different countries and a whole whack of different areas of the globe. So that is very cool to see that we can all come together, especially in a time like this, virtually to a certain degree, and enjoy something that we can all share a love for, which is in a lot of the case, it is either American Truck City Skylines or just some form of simulation gaming, or gaming in general. It is just that's something that's very cool about YouTube, really, and the gaming on aspect of that is that everyone has an interest, and groups of people have the same interests. Very easy to find groups like that. So I thought that was really cool. So whoa, okay. I guess that Mustang wasn't. I guess they were both that left turn lane. You can either cut the corner or go straight through ish. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting because I almost like completely cut them off there, thinking, yeah, I didn't even realize that. Oh well, that's cool. At least we didn't crash. That would have been bad, wouldn't it have been? Anyway, so once again, thank you guys so much, and I am very much trying to get that 100 sub special out. It's just, now that I have some more time, that obviously the news aspect of my channel isn't so busy, and there's not so much stuff happening around Idaho anymore, and now that it's out and we're just enjoying it, I can now put more time into that and get things finished on that end. I'm just hitting every red light, aren't I? And I'm gonna have to stop, and then it's gonna go green again. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's the other way. Okay. That's normally the way it goes. If any of you, which probably a lot of you, according to, I mean, I'm going to presume at least, that I'm going to presume a lot of you drive in real life. That's something that a lot of us do. Have you ever noticed that a lot of the times you'll come up to a light, you'll just get stopped? It doesn't matter if you're in a car, on a motorcycle, in a truck, doesn't matter. And you'll just get stopped, and then you'll have to go again. I know that happens to me a lot. I don't know if that's my luck. Very well, it could be. But let me know if a lot of you experience that, and if you have any funny stories about things that almost something that's kind of funny that you've either seen while driving, or something that's happened to you that's just funny, not like an accident thing. Not an accident of any sort, because no one likes those, but if it's just something that's kind of like a "are you serious" moment, let me know. That'd be kind of funny to see what you guys experience, because I know, like I was saying earlier, with all the different nationalities being a part of this prime timer community, it'd be kind of cool. Everyone has a lot of countries have different driving scenarios and stuff like that. So is there something that you've seen that's strange, just like abnormal, at least when it comes to your driving standards? So let me know, because that may be pretty interesting just to see. We're going back over this bridge where in last episode we came over and we looked at the viewpoint, but I just think it's kind of cool, especially from this angle. And there's a guy taking a photograph. Oh, I'm drifting. There's a guy taking a photograph on the crosswalk there, which was pretty cool. At least I think so. I think this is going to be the first time we go within the intersection here, right? We go around this cloverleaf. Yeah, because we came off the exit from last time. I'm looking at the yellow on the GPS. If you guys are, for those who may not or may be wondering what in the world I'm doing, I am just looking off the GPS and I'm trying to look at where the yellow has been. So it looks like, yeah, we just exited off the highway from that direction over there, and we came up over across or came around down, but this time we're actually going to go up and do the loop, which I always enjoy these loops in real life and in the simulation, because it's just kind of a chance. I'm signaling early, but I don't care. It gives me a chance to just test the limits of the truck. In actual fact, it basically just proves whether or not I have the settings realistic versus for my speed, or if I'm, and it also kind of tests my patience when it comes to driving a truck. In real life, majority of the time, it's just fun to do. I'll leave it at that. So I am kind of pondering on a few other ideas when it comes to series. Now I've got quite a few, obviously, ideas, but then I also kind of have to keep in mind the series I already have running, and I don't want to swamp. I don't want to swamp the channel, because obviously I do 2 uploads a week. Saturdays are always an ATS upload, and I think that's how I'm gonna get over Saturday. That's how I think I'm gonna do it. Also, is when the return of ATS showcases should be coming back very soon as well. Now that kind of 1.38 has been out, mods have been converted, all that stuff. I've also had just a few testing things and waiting on a few things to get stuff up so I can start recording them. But when it comes to that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do those on Saturdays as well. So then my Wednesdays, I can cycle more frequently through the respected series that I do on there. So whether it's Wreckfest, City Skylines, Astroneer, when Willow Grove Gaming and I collab on that series, because that's still going to continue. Willow's just been a little busy right now. Well, I guess same with me to a certain degree, but Willow's been busy, and so we haven't been able to collaborate as much as we've wanted to and get some other recording done on that. So obviously that's going to come back soon. I'm thinking I may, like, my WRC7 series. Now, I really enjoy the game. Oh, I do enjoy the game, and I think I'll still do more. But it's one of those ones that it's hard, and I think I may have to change the way that I record. I think I'm going to have to record the rally and then do a voiceover of it. I think that's the best way to do it. It will be interesting. If, like, I'm a huge F1 fan as well. And so I've seen a lot of other great F1 content creators. That's how they do their races. They race and do all the recording and then go back and do the voiceover over it. And I know that's the same for a lot of YouTubers as well, how they do a lot of their general videos anyways. So I am considering doing that as well, because obviously when it comes to doing rally, especially with the WRC, it's hard to talk and commentate as I go, because it's all precision based, and so I need to be focused on what I'm doing. And I'm no Jimmy Broadbent. If you don't know who he is this huge sim racer. He does whole whack of rally and different challenges stuff. Great guy, and I have no idea how he manages to do the commentating and race live like he does. That's something that is a true gift on his part, and I think you could work at it, but you can tell the ones that really take a lot of his concentration, because he does not talk, which is very interesting to watch as well. But nevertheless, I think I'm gonna try and get WRC back to the channel, but it's obviously gonna just depend on how my commentating skills or commentator skills are, and see how that one goes. So I may do a test run or something like that, or a practice recording or two, just to see how it goes, and then I'll just go from there. Whether I release them or not, we'll see. Now, I guess I should have just driven through there, but I do like in Idaho, the one thing they did focus on in the blog posts and stuff prior is the gas stations and rest points, because they really did on the on routes do a really nice job. Really loud Jeep going by. They did a really nice job at all the little kind of side features, which obviously they had said they focused on, but it's only until you drive by them or actually experience them is when you actually notice how great they actually are. So that's pretty cool. Like, what's this building over here? I mean, we must be getting close to Boise. Where's the sign saying? Because that was saying Idaho City way back there. I missed it. What is that? Broadway Ave. I don't know the road. Oh, Boise discovered. Okay, we are getting close. I thought so. I mean, this wasn't going to be a too long of a journey anyways, but I was thinking there is just a lot of highway driving, which obviously there is a lot of the place, and you never know. The whole point of my ATS, like the Prime Logistics series, is to really keep it raw. Let me talk to you guys. I try not to edit too much at all, if any. Sometimes I just go in one go. So that's why the audio is the way it is. Sometimes, I'm trying to think of what I do. There may be gaps when I speak sometimes. That's just because I'm trying to formulate words without, well, like there. Just trying to think how I'm going to speak it. Yeah. Okay. See, exactly. Point here. I try and figure out how I'm going to say things that it's going to make sense without making myself look like a complete, well, I don't know how to phrase that. If you understand what I mean, you probably do. It's just, I want to keep it raw, just so and I mean, you guys seem to enjoy it. Now, I try and change up, obviously, the deliveries, and it is technically a series, but I do like just having it as almost like a Q&A session thing too, and just to kind of like talk about what's happening on the channel, and if you guys want to interact in the comments or whatever. I guess that's really the only way you can do it anyways. If you want to comment things that you want, questions and stuff like that you have for me, obviously within reason, I can certainly try and answer those. Hard on the brakes. There. Perfect. So obviously questions within reason, I'd be happy to go over them. It's just a really nice segment for me to keep it raw recording, see some of the scenery, do a nice drive, and not be almost so perfect with it all the time. Because ultimately, I mean, no one is perfect. That's the way it kind of is, right? And because we just want to share the kind of passion of American Truck Simulator anyways, the really dramatic grass swaying shot. The whole point is really just to enjoy the journey and well, listen to me babble along for it too. But I mean, I like some of the conversations we have, because it can be just very it's actually nice for me just to kind of speak what's on my mind, actually, to be honest, when it comes to certain things, and not have a group of people who understand it, because ultimately a lot of my family don't really care for a lot of the gaming stuff. Of course, they're interested in what I do and stuff like that, but especially in my spare time. But when it comes to like the details of all this stuff, they couldn't care less, because it's not their interest, but it's my interest. So I mean, they'll listen to it because they're family, but it's nice to have a different group that actually enjoys listening to the information I have to spill. And I try and obviously I really try not to say and speculate things unless if I know for sure that they're happening. Now obviously there are times where it's nice to kind of say It's like it's so. For example, with the upcoming Colorado, one of the latest blog posts, which I really just messed up the parking here. In one of the latest blog posts, there was basically a thing talking about. I'm in neutral. Here we go. There's a thing talking about like moving, keep the economy moving, and I really would like to see livestock trailers come that base game to ATS, and I think I just hit the back wall there, but that's okay. But yeah, I'd really like to see that. So that's really the only speculation I have that I normally do, because I mean that's something I like to see, and there's actually been comments saying that they agree with me on that particular video, and yeah, it's one of those things that I just like to keep it raw, and I just like to speak what I know, which sometimes is limited. And I love to hear what you guys have to say, and I love your opinions, especially when it comes to say like my what comes next after Colorado and Idaho, Idaho and Colorado video, which is by the way the most viewed video on my channel. It just crossed over like 3,000 video views, which is nuts. And probably a lot of you, which I know from the analytics subscriber chart, a lot of you found me through that, which is very cool as well. So thank you guys if you're watching this because of that. But anyways, that was the journey. Very nice, really cool plant here as well, I have to say. A big park beside a giant silo, like huge silo. I can't even pan out far enough to see it all, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a great episode. Just a nice chill drive. Nothing happened. Didn't suffer any damage. I had repaired the truck in the time that when I rested. The rest stop happened to have a repair station as well, so I did that. Wasn't that expensive to do. It was only a few percent, but that saves our way station kind of message of saying your truck is not in perfect technical state, but we're okay to let you go. Basically, you just got a few dings, but you're okay. So I got it repaired, and now we're all good. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.